Greetings and salutations, fellow travelers, and welcome back to the Inn of Planar Crossroads. So, today we are first, before I dive into what session we're on, we are going to do our disclaimer. This is an adult podcast that features adult using adult language. I would probably rate it around a PG-13 myself, so you have been warned.
Thanks, Dad.
I need to use more expletives to get us up at least to a 14A or 18A. Come on.
Well, remember, the rating system in this country is a lot different than it is in America.
Oh, yeah. Like PG-13 is like, well, I'll paraphrase. This is a 1980s PG-13. So there you go. There you go. 1980s PG-13. Not a today PG-13, which is like a G rating in 1980. So, but anyway, Patreon for both Black Dragon Gaming, which Tommy is from, and the Inn of Planar Crossroads is going. So if you want to support us over on Patreon, you can do that. Tommy's currently running a event on his that we'll let you hear about in just a minute once we're done with ours. Our current session is session 42 of Rise of the Runelords. They were in Turtleback, a ferry, which is, let me see, that's third or fourth book? Something like that. No, it's third book, I think.
Third. Yeah, third.
Yeah, third book. So we're making our way. There's 5 books, and we're kind of in the middle. Subscriber appreciation one shot is going to be at 200 for this channel. We are going to have Colin, who will be arriving shortly, I'm pretty sure, come in and run a game for the subscribers that should be pretty fun. He has given us some information about what it will be about, and it should be entertaining, to say the least. We're currently at almost 160 subscribers. I think we're at 159 last time I checked, which was today. So unless we gain someone in the past few hours, we're getting pretty close. This month's monthly giveaway for the Inn of Planar Crossroads is going to be a $15 Steam card for putting that money on your Steam account. So if you are a Steam player, like video games and stuff like that, there's some fun CRPGs. What were they called? They're kind of isometric that are on there that are some real fun. That are real fun, or it might put you on your way to getting something else you want on Steam. So it will be your $15 to do with what you want to do. We will just send it to you.
I hear Pillars of Eternity is really good, and if you want to,
that game is so good.
People,
yeah. Oh my god.
Support
yeah.
other people, like Pillars of Eternity 2.
Deadfire's coming out soon. Yeah.
Maybe throw out a hashtag to anybody over at Critical Role and just get them to watch us.
Yeah.
Are they doing something with Pillars?
They're voicing it.
Oh, that's so cool.
The entire cast of Critical Role is the voice cast of Pillars of Eternity 2.
Well, all of them? Or just like a big...
Well, come on, guys. Spoilers, they're voice actors for a living. So it's bound to happen at some time.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm excited. I'm not surprised.
Check out Twitter.
There you go. So, yeah, there you go. I don't know. They might end up watching us at some point being like, Matt might be like, oh, I miss Pathfinder. I was just gotta watch it because I think he secretly does miss some of the Pathfinder stuff. Otherwise, he wouldn't be homebrewing as hard as he is.
Yeah, because what is it? Sam Riegel's playing an alchemist.
No. He's playing a rogue. He's playing a rogue of the arcane trickster variety. He just has in his background the ability to craft certain alchemic items.
There you go.
He homebrews crafting pretty hardcore, though.
Yeah. Yeah, homebrew. We don't go that hardcore. Well, I can't say that. We homebrew pretty hard on crafting, too. So, yeah. Anyway, that's the monthly giveaway. That's the announcements. We're all going to be at the St. Louis Comic-Con. We've been announcing that. And as far as the new series that I would promote would just be the last one shot we did is on the YouTube for your viewing pleasure, should you choose to watch it. And I enjoyed listening to it. It's podcast format, so all you have to really do is listen. And that's all I have. Tommy, do you have any announcements before we begin?
Oh, no, I can jam mine in at the end. We're already like 45 minutes behind. Let's get down to killing stuff.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
You guys are currently at Turtleback Ferry, and you had heard some rumors last time about a variety of things, and that's kind of where we left off. You were at, let me see, I think you were at Bottoms Up. Yad and Bethany Kesker, the halflings that were there, were basically, they gave you some information, but it was kind of in a roundabout way. You guys got the biggest thing you saw was the Sahedron rune. It's not a rune, the Sahedron symbol, similar to the necklace that Nahkräs is wearing.
And to that end, Nahkräs would present his amulet to Mazus so Mazus can detect magic on it. Make sure that, like, I'm not going to get caught in some weird cultist stuff for having my cloak of resistance look funny. Essentially, just hold it out and see if there's anything else going on with it.
Okay.
Mazus doesn't have detect magic.
What?
Oh,
That would be the person who's not here.
And I'll patiently wait on one of the other myriad full casters in this campaign.
What kind of wizard are you?
The
I make
non-divination
money.
one?
No, yeah, fair enough.
all right.
And Emyrelda does it.
Yeah,
Yes, she does.
please, before I die.
Or
there is
the
that.
full identification spell. I don't know.
I don't think anybody has the full identification spell. No one's asked for it, or earned it, or gotten it, to my knowledge.
Mazus would like to inquire where the mayor lives.
That was the priest.
Yeah, the mayor
It's also
is
the
priest.
mayor.
He lives at the temple. He has a small room back in there.
Alright. Well, he would... This is like late evening or something.
It's late afternoon, so
Okay.
you're probably gonna want to spend the night, but it's up to you guys.
It's really up to you guys, because I have a wagon.
I mean, speak-
I can give you a rope trick, but you know.
I would definitely say that I think in general, I think we probably want to head out sooner than later, but that's just my and in a lot of ways Gideon's 2 cents. He's very, all right, let's go. What are we doing still here?
Now, there was talk of like some kind of like sea monster type thing, right? Wasn't there?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, let me.
That they weren't 100% certain what it was.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a quick knowledge nature check down to see if perhaps a green faith druid has a little more knowledge on the matter. 27.
27. Your knowledge of nature, you've not heard of a natural creature that would exist in this area, especially, that had those characteristics. You've heard about, like, stuff in the sea that has tendrils and things like that, or tentacles and stuff, but you hadn't heard much about that in just a freshwater lake and so on.
Okay.
It does not appear. It would not, to your knowledge, be a natural creature.
Okay. More servants of the despoiler. We can go wreck it then. Cool. I will. Well, we have a. Mal's here. Mal, will you cast detect magic on this amulet and make sure I'm not going to kill myself?
I will cast detect magic on the thing.
He says from the back of a cave.
Just do what we tell you to do. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right. So,
I cast detect magic on the object of interest.
okay. So, you get to identify schools, I believe, if you focus on it.
Yeah.
So, it's mainly abjuration. There doesn't
Side of
appear to be,
necromancy.
no sign of necromancy.
Isn't that what false life is, though?
or- Yeah. But the Psychiatron rune is your resistance, isn't it?
Yeah, but it also casts false life once a day.
Oh,
My face is necromantic.
so because it also casts that false life once a day, you do detect that necromancy to where it'll have you stay up and get up, or get up and stay up. But there's another thing kind of laced in there. It's not more necromancy or anything like that. It appears to be, as you focus on it, a bit of divination. And if you would make me a will save.
No,
Me?
lovely.
Yes.
Cool, one sec. It appears to be some sort of divination. Like a mancermancy. Okay, one sec. I got the base there. Base was 15. And my will is strong. I got 24.
Yet, and yet, his will is not that strong.
Shut up.
So, you, as you're going about your detecting of the magics, and you kind of mutter off, oh, there's some necromancy, oh, there's some of that normal activation. You feel a great pressure in your mind, and what was your roll?
Modified 24.
You thought you detected something else besides the necromancy and the abjuration, but maybe you didn't.
Well, I will relate that to those present that I've picked up from this object of interest. Traces of abjuration, traces of divination. You say some traces of necromancy?
No, you're able to relate to them that you detected some necromancy for that special portion of it, and you detected the abjuration, but you thought you detected something else, but you probably didn't. It's probably just the necromancy and the abjuration.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's what I let them know, but I don't mention that I think I picked up on something else. I'll just say that it's a muddly mishmash of magic, but it's not all evil, per se.
Alrighty, lovely. So do I think I'm safe? Is that what I'm picking up?
Oh, you know.
Yeah!
Wonderful.
All right. So that has been identified. How would you like to pursue? You guys are talking about just going ahead, getting done the mayor's stuff, or you're wanting to poke around about these rumors you've been hearing?
Well, I think the answers we're looking for are gonna lead us to the fort one way or another.
There was almost an Irish magpie in there somewhere. I could hear it coming on.
It transitioned from my
Francis
normal
speaks.
voice into his. Well, what do you think we should do, guys?
I think we should not skip half the adventure path before going to like the big dungeon at the end. That's what I think. Just throwing that out there.
Well,
All right.
the path leads us to the fort. Let's go to the fort.
Why don't we all just make ourselves ready and move out in half an hour?
Certainly.
Erin, you accompany me for a little thing?
Oh, all right. And she folds up. She closes the book that she's been looking at, kind of half listening to what you guys been talking about.
Oh, great.
And she,
And we're going to the temple.
okay. I see your face.
No, she's my apprentice.
Oh, okay.
It's not my fault I can't roll the diplomacy roll. I have the ranks, I don't have the roll.
There you go.
Poor
Okay,
craftsman
okay.
who blamed tools.
No, it's not the tools, it's the chance.
There you go.
Right, so I thought we would try and get some more information, some answers, and possibly some funding for our
Ah, going to put the squeeze on the official. Understood.
certainly. So, at the temple, we'll try and find the priest mayor.
Okay. So you head towards there. He seems to still be in the temple, just tidying around.
Greetings, Father.
Malin.
What?
I'm Father Malin.
Of course. Would you mind sparing a moment of your precious time?
Oh, certainly. Just a minute. Puts a few things away he was working on. Seemed to have been reading a book or something like that. Closes it up. He says, "How can I help you?"
Well, I'm sure you already know by this that we are sent from Magnamar to check out the Black Arrows, why they haven't been around lately.
Oh, you're with that nice young man that stopped by before.
Certainly. I assume you met Gideon then.
Yes. He was a good young lad, very inquisitive. Was asking about the person from the temple that had come poking about before.
Right, it is a severe matter, it seems. More so than we first thought. Do you know about the markings, the tattoos that some of your people are wearing?
Oh, yes. I was disappointed in my flock, really. They took so quickly to some of them. That's Lucretia woman's wiles. But seems that's all worked itself out now.
What do you mean?
Well, she perished in sinking, didn't she?
Find the body?
Well, you don't. No, we didn't, but you don't always find the body. Could have been washed down the river.
Well, without the body, I don't think you can be certain that she is dead.
Oh, true. I haven't really bothered to cast an augury or anything on it.
Now, what if I told you that the people, your flock, may or may not be involved voluntarily or not in a possible cult?
Well, that'd be right disturbing.
It would, wouldn't it? If I
I
told you that
suppose
was
you're
the
just-
case.
I don't think you're just bringing this up because you don't have any evidence.
No. This is something that has followed all the way from Sandpoint, all the way from Magnamar, all the way up here. Perhaps even all over Varisia, the symbol can be seen. We're not sure. Basically, bodes ill for your town. The Marcus come all the way up here.
Yeah, I would think
He'll
so.
present like one of the letters or something. He doesn't like let him read it, but it's like bloodstained letter with the marking and stuff.
I see. Just gonna look you over real quick. Okay. Well, you seem to be telling the truth, and I have seen some of them come in with this mark. They said it was just for the casino benefits that they got.
Right. Unfortunately, that is most likely not the case.
I see.
We can only speculate what the marking means at this very moment, but it is either a mark for a sacrificial ritual or purpose, or a recruitment to the cult. Either way, it bodes ill.
I'd have to agree with you. What would you say would be a proper course of action? I don't know that I have any way of getting rid of it.
No, I don't think the people wearing the mark are bad. Not beyond salvation. But they are in danger, and I would say that you should keep a close eye on these people.
Yes, and I don't want to cause a big old stir either, because then they might, scared people do lots of crazy things, and they might just not understand.
Right.
I'd very much appreciate you keeping me in the loop on this one.
Oh, yes, of course. We don't want this to be another catastrophe.
Another. Oh, goodness, there's been something gone on with this symbol before that's resulted in a problem?
Like I said, this symbol is only bad news. There's nothing good that can come from it. But there's another reason I come to visit you. That is the Black Magar.
Oh, the Black Magar, yes. I've heard of it. It's a legend, superstition that the folk around here hold. I've not seen any creature like that in my entire time down here.
People say there's some curse, some black tongue curse. I would very much like to see a person afflicted by this curse that would confirm it be true.
He kind of smiles and, yeah, well, I don't think you're going to be seeing anybody like that because there ain't nobody like that. It's one of those parts of the myth and the legend that just doesn't seem to always get corroborated.
Well, that is either a good thing or a bad thing.
I suppose you're right about that.
But if this beast is the reason the ship sunk, that happened, I believe it would be in your best interest to rid your town of it. Not?
Oh, without a doubt it would, but like I said, I don't have any evidence that it was that. Ships sink all the time. Not on a regular basis, but it's happened. So there's big old snapping turtles around here. You saw the size of some of the turtles that are around these areas if they're given time to grow. So I mean, it wouldn't be crazy thinking to count on one of those things doing the job. If it was even an outside action, if she's involved in some kind of nasty cult of some kind, she may just ran off herself.
I'm trying to get at is that we are here to investigate the Black Arrows, but we can always do a work on the side if there is some sort of for us. We would of course risk not going out into the depths to deal with this, but if there is a carrot, apply the stick.
Oh, aye. If there's a carrot, the asses will run for it.
Certainly. Now I can most likely persuade some of us to go after the beast, but I do know that some of us are not willing without assurance of something wealth.
He kind of sighs.
I need your help with this.
He kind of sighs some. Make me diplomacy rolls, if you would.
I didn't roll shit.
All right. Good deal. Do you want? No, you don't really have to if you don't want to. Have Aaron roll.
It would be better if she didn't, because basically trying to teach something.
Okie dokie. So, you kind of throw that out there. He goes, well, son, let me put it to you this way. Turtleback Ferry will pay its debts, and that'd be a big debt to have the waters safe. So if you happen to take care of that for us, I'm sure that Erastil will allow us the funds necessary to compensate you.
That is all I need. Thank you, Father.
Thank you. I'm going to get back to my work now. He starts to get back.
Do consider what you could do.
Yes, probably have to send for someone, but yeah. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. And you see, he starts to open up a book. He takes a free page from underneath the pulpit that he was standing at and starts to make what you would suspect to be a letter out.
Now we're heading off to Fort Rannick about now. If we don't come back, appreciate if you send a message back to Magnamar.
Oh, I sincerely hope to not have to send that letter.
Of course. But if things go south, I'm just making preparations here. Better to be safe than sorry.
I agree with you. All right, then.
Good day to you, Father.
Good day, Mazus. I think that's what he said his name was. He didn't tell me his name.
It's like, no, it wouldn't be. It's Deckar magical wares on it, like.
Oh, on it. On his wagon on the side and big pull-out stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
I appreciate it, Mr. Deckar.
He's well branded.
Yep.
But bumps.
he's got even Aaron has to wear like a name tag or something. It's got his symbol on it. It says, "Hello, my name is Aaron."
How can I help you?
No, come on, it's definitely like a whole uniform smock.
she's got even got the like little hat that they make associates wear inside of like McDonald's and stuff.
And a hairnet, just because.
Can't get hair in the magic. That's disgusting.
Quality control.
Okay.
Quality control.
And with that,
Don't touch me, I'm sterile.
they'll go back to the wagon, ready to move out.
Okay. Anybody else want to do stuff before y'all head out?
Nahkräs does, but Nahkräs isn't going to get more than like 30 feet away from, again, assuming Magpie, because he's the only player who's here, whoever has the egg.
Hey, I'm here.
Well,
Oh,
there you
you're here.
go.
Hi, Colin.
He just
Yeah.
showed up,
Realize you showed
but
up.
you weren't here, so we said that I was holding it because you don't have player agency when you're not here.
Fair enough.
No, it's my turn to hold the baby. No, it is my turn.
Nahkräs is an all right swimmer, though. Like, if it were to come to that.
Oh, unless Mama wants to hold the baby.
Excuse me. So what's going on?
Basically, Mazus talked to the mayor for 10 minutes about him paying us to kill a turtle
Oh,
that may or may not exist.
No,
The
there was
Black
more
Maga?
than that. He also warned them of the Sahedron rune.
And he
it
made
was
sure we were going to
basically-
get paid along the way.
It was basically paying us to kill a turtle.
what kind of turtle? A black maga turtle?
Oh, maybe.
Oh, didn't say, huh?
Just
Didn't
any
say.
turtle. Literally the first turtle we come across. Found it. We're good.
I was more
I
so
feel like
asking
it may have-
what
it may
Nahkräs
have-
was up to, because he was asking about us and the egg.
We're just trying to figure out, like, what's going on in the party. And like I said, I'm just sticking to whoever has the kid.
Yeah, how are we supposed to do things with an egg?
Yeah.
That's on y'all.
Oh, we did.
You know,
We
we
did
Without
talk about
fucking-
Carry Companion before, didn't we? Over the chat.
I
Yeah.
can cast that really quickly if you guys want me to.
What's
How
the
long does it
duration of that?
last?
Until you guys use a command word to stop it.
Perfect. Shrink my
Yeah.
son, daughter,
Deal.
child.
And so it was. Let's even pretend we did that yesterday.
Now it's
I
the
wasn't
size
here, and I don't want
of
to
a
burn my
normal
level 2
egg.
spells. So now you have those stupid toys that kids like. What do they call? Hatchimal. You have a Hatchimal now. Congratulations.
Okay. So
Stick that in my pocket.
Nicknamed Kinder.
Nah, it's got to be in something safer than a pocket, because in a pocket, like, you get hit on the side, you might break it.
I mean, it's
Well, I
as
mean-
per Flesh to Stone. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
Oh, never mind.
I mean, you put an egg anywhere on your body and you get hit with a club, the egg's probably gonna break.
Yeah.
True.
most eggs aren't magical though, so
This is true, but now it's a magical rock egg.
Yeah. Courtesy of the god of portals and stuff.
Oh goodness, boy, maybe it is a magical rock egg, like with no K.
There you go. That's one big baby.
Now I'm excited.
all right. What
I guess we
other
head out.
prep are you guys making?
Yeah, I think we're heading to Fort. I keep wanting to call it Fort Lagos. I don't know where I'm pulling that name from.
You're pulling it from Lordly Caliber.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fort Rannick, isn't it?
Yeah.
So from what I'm looking at, Fort Rannick will probably take a good several hours. You'll probably have to stop midway since you're starting late in the day, unless you want to travel in ogre-infested woods at night.
Yes. I mean, would I rather travel in ogre-infested woods at night or sleep
Sleep?
in ogre-infested
Yeah.
woods at night?
We
The
had to
difference
travel
is
northeast
the
to get
Slowing
sleeping lets you
goes.
have rope trick. So
Did
Yes.
anyone buy ogre repellent?
Nahkräs
That's
will
called
probably
Gideon.
forward in response.
yeah,
Yeah, I believe that's called like warm bathwater in a paladin.
Now that paladin's gonna press the digitation now.
We had to travel northeast to get here, did we not, Adam?
yeah, if I remember it right. It's about another. Well, actually, you guys could probably make it there fairly quickly. Looking at the scale on this, hold on.
20 miles?
Yeah. As the crow
20 yeah,
flies,
something like about 20, 25 miles from here to Fort Rannick.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'd
that's
say probably start making our way. We'd probably take it at a relatively easy pace to make sure we're not being spotted by things, that we're keeping an eye out for things. Yes, people.
What kind of check would Nahkräs have to make to determine, like, where ogres in this part of the world, like, den? Because I imagine I've come through here more than once.
you could make me a knowledge nature or a knowledge survival check. Each will get you different information. Probably knowledge nature for that particular information you asked about.
Okay. So the survival check is a 21. The knowledge nature, 27 again. I'm wasting all my natural 18s now.
So the knowledge nature lets you know that probably from what you, in combination with what everybody's been hearing and gleaning, the Kriegwood is probably where a lot of the ogres are.
Okay.
And up there in Hook Mountain and stuff like that. Again, this map has locations on it that aren't necessarily to your knowledge, but that mountainous area there by the Kriegwood and stuff. Sometimes in the Wyvern Mountains, not as much because there's wyverns in the Wyvern Mountains. But
Makes sense.
So probably over anywhere on that peninsula that has Fort Rennick on it, simply because Fort Rennick is there on purpose.
And that's to like safeguard against the ogres. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess Nahkräs will relay all that information to the party and just kind of like try to do our best. I imagine we're trying to book it there, but also try to do it safely. Because again, now there's an unborn child in the party.
I will defer to the superior knowledge of the orc and the paladin. I traveled primarily in a circus. I can be really sneaky in close quarters, but cross country is just lost on me.
He's very dangerous over short distances.
Yes.
He's about the size of a dwarf.
You're not wrong. Skinny, brittle dwarf.
Yeah. The opposite of a dwarf.
All right, so I guess we start making our way.
Let us, yes.
Okay. So you're on your way. Takes a good while to start getting there. You see 20 miles a day takes about, that can be traveled in a day if you are in a cart, I believe. So yeah, you could get there.
Likely be going a little slower than normal though.
Okay.
If that makes, again, I'll run this by the party. At least this is how my brain works. But the idea is not to produce a lot of sound or as little sound as possible, so that we're not attracting attention.
Nahkräs might also suggest we leave the wagon in like Turtleback Ferry somewhere safe and just hoof it. Because wagons are allowed, and this is like the backwoods, right?
Well, wagons also provide something to take. So if we're worried about ogres attacking us on the road, it might be advantageous for us to not have something that looks like it's worth taking.
I concur.
Like a wagon
like
full
a place
of wizard
to sleep.
shit.
We're not convincing Mazus here. You realize this.
By just looking at the overland rules, you move 2 miles an hour with a cart.
That
All right,
seems
so that takes
slow.
like 10 hours to get there.
And a heavy horse is 5 miles an hour.
5 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd take 4 hours to
Better.
get there.
Big
Is that
difference.
including? So the cart.
It says cart or wagon is 2 miles per hour, 16 miles per day. Heavy horse is 5 miles per hour, 40 miles per day.
That's assuming the horse isn't pulling the wagon.
Yeah. So you guys, it'll take you a day to get there in the wagon, even going at normal speed, basically. So
Yeah. So we'll start out on our way, I guess, and then see where this leads us.
So are we taking the
Okay.
wagon still?
Yep. I mean, if
You'll need
ogres
to.
steal Mazus's house, that's on him.
And then
You-
we're leaving
you're here.
this time of the
you-
day, so we're going to be traveling at night. Is that the plan?
You travel all the way through
If nothing stops us,
as the wagon creaks while you
Yeah.
go down the
He
road.
creaks as Mazus seats himself on the.
All right.
All right, more staying up for Gideon, I guess.
Well, he's slept now. Like he's recovered now. It's now a completely separate occasion.
Yeah. All right then. So, you guys head off. You were told by some of the group, some of the people in town, that the spot where it goes over the river there is a covered bridge. So that's kind of a marker to let you know you're crossing over into the Kriegwood area, and it leads on to Fort Rennick. So, why don't we have a D100?
From whom?
Let me see. I asked from Mal last night. Oh, Nahkräs got me. 83. Oh.
Sandboy Devil.
Nice. That's nice. Let me see what I'm going
Ogre
to do.
King.
Crosses medallion self-destructs. He dies horribly. I mean, it's totally safe.
Oh, okay. All right. Roll me a d6.
No, son of a bitch. All right.
Oh boy.
Okay, there's only one of them.
That's not as fun.
One will-o-wisp.
No. All right. So, you guys are traveling along, and you're getting ready to stop, let the horses rest for just a moment, get a drink. When you hear a kind of noise from an animal, probably a large cat of some kind, perhaps, based on Nahkräs's understanding. So,
Okay, what does it say though? Because like
So-
I hear this and I'll tick on speak with animals for cats because
speak
that's
with
actually going
animals.
to come into play.
Yeah, it actually does come into play. You kind of tick that on, and everybody kind of hears it. They're kind of like, huh? And it's basically saying, "Help! Help!
All right.
Help!"
Don't do it. It's a predator.
This is weird, but I'm going to sense motive the wild animal. This is a first for me.
I forget
I'm
that
going to sense
you have
more
like
of the
at
sound.
will speak with cats, don't you?
Beastkin trait.
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't ever talk to your mom.
I do all the time. That's how I don't have any tricks learned on her.
I know. Well, that's what I mean. Like, we don't roleplay you ever talking to her.
Well, I don't want to hold. There's already 6 of us, and 2 of us are canoodling, so I don't want to hold up too much. Anyway, it's an 18, Adam.
I don't want to hold up the canoodling.
I don't. There's too many fireworks that need to go off over the course of this campaign. Also, oh my god, the image on Sirenscape is super ugly, and I just saw it.
Oh, I should open that, shouldn't I?
Ugh.
Creepy cancer ogre.
Okay, so you sense motive on it. It seems sincere. It seems like there's this rather weakened, large cat that is crying out for help.
I'll look back at what time of day is it? Like we said,
it's
the
kind of dusky. You
Kinda
still
dusky.
have full light, but it's kind of dusky.
okay. I'll look up back at the party and just wait here. I will return, and I will take off in the direction of the sound.
What?
Okay.
That's
All right. See you at the fort.
No.
you made this
and-
big stink about not leaving us alone, and then okay.
Okay.
Now's your time, Adam. If you want to do some messed up stuff to their kid, I'm not looking. Attack.
So Nahkräs just like bolted into the woods. Like, how far away is he?
That's a good question. Now that I've committed to the action.
Well, he has moved into the woods. I mean, he's not traveling without trace or anything like that. He's not moving without trace or trying to be sneaky. Not from you guys. So you see him start heading out towards the sound, and you all can hear it. It seems like it's, with it being a weak-sounding cry, it could be fairly close, or it could be a mile away. It could be 2 miles away. The way sound travels in the woods.
Let me make a quick survival check, see if I can determine how far away it is. That's, I think it's an 18. Do I not just add 10? I think I do. Yeah, it's an 18.
Okay. Kind of based on the sound, you know that it's less than a mile away.
Okay.
Probably half mile or less, based upon what you're hearing.
Alrighty. Would it be like a knowledge nature check to identify it?
To identify what type of cat it is,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Alrighty. Natural 20.
it is, you know for a fact, you've heard other creatures like this. It's a fire pelt.
Fire pelt.
Fire pelt
Okay.
leopard.
Okay. Is
Indigenous
that-
to this particular area.
Is that the thing that Sheehan killed back in Thistletop and was going to wear it as like a suit or whatever?
Yeah,
Okay.
never got around
Hi,
to that.
Joel. We never met. Hi.
Um,
Go in the direction of the fire pelt. They're just a run of the mill, just a cat with like russet colored fur, right? It's not going to breathe fire or anything weird.
As far
They're
as you
like
know,
red
they're just,
cougars.
yeah, they're like a panther that has a red streak down its back
Mhm.
that fades into the black. So
Okay. I shall head for the sound. I guess I'll like
you head for the
I'll
sound.
call back at the sound of the fire pelt and just like ask it to be louder, I suppose, so it's easier to find.
So you call back in cat.
Yeah.
So You guys see, well, you guys see,
Meow, 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 meow.
you see, you see him walk out there. He goes like 30. He goes like 100 feet maybe, and you hear him stop and listen for a second and go, "Meow!" And you hear the sound coming from that you heard kind of stops, and then it picks up a bit louder, and it's like, here.
Alrighty, I will book it in that direction.
Okay.
I don't like the way
I see
Adam's
that smell.
smiling.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Is anyone else really uncomfortable just like leaving the cross to go?
He's actually going to, at this point, as soon as he sort of goes
I feel like
that
we should
far,
go
he's
in
actually...
after him.
Yeah,
Amy has Woodland Stride, does she not? She can keep up.
she can.
You think he's coming back, or
I will be right back, Mazus. Just wait.
Meg, I'm going to be heading in. Meg, I'm going to follow across. Can you get an aerial view of this at all?
Okay.
Yeah, Magpie's gonna turn to Emmy.
Yeah.
If you see anything going through, let us know, Warner. I'll be on foot. And Gideon will follow across.
Okay.
All right, I want to.
Probably taking off after Gideon.
Yeah, and he's been
And
very
then
good to
ogres
us. Should
came
we
and
follow
stole
him?
Mazes' wagon.
Okay. So, let me see. Who all is trailing Nahkräs?
Gideon and Meg for one.
Should put my hand in frame. That would help.
Yeah, just.
Over here.
Hey,
Okay.
guys.
I imagine I hear them coming because, like you tell me Gideon's moving through the forest quietly. I'm gonna call you a liar, and I'll slow up for him unless this thing sounds like it's about to die. The sound of brambles just bouncing off his breastplate as he pushes through him.
I mean, Emmy's probably pretty quiet with Woodland Stride,
Yeah.
and Magpie, I imagine, is spending as much time in the trees as possible.
Okay. That means let me move you guys over to here.
Oh, there's a board. We did it.
He knew this was going to
So that
happen.
means Mazus. Meg is not there right now, and then
She-
Wayko.
In the air, kind of doing aerial surveillance.
Is Meg a
She's fine.
gargoyle? Is that what represents Meg on this board?
At the moment, I'm trying to find a better token.
I can
She's
dig
trying
it.
to find like the perfect token, you know. All right, so she's probably right about there. Okay, so you guys run through the underbrush, kind of make it through the trees. Near the road, it's not so bad, but as you get further in, there's a bunch of briars and stuff you got to work around and move around in. So it doesn't.
I just go straight through them. It's wonderful. I actually get to use
Well,
this.
Cross can.
No,
Gideon
why I
can't.
went for the
and-
trees.
Gideon can't though. He can charge
Gideon
through them
cannot.
in armor, but if those thorns get into those chinks, man, that's annoying.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, you guys
You're gonna have
make
to
it
take
through.
off the chainmail and the gambeson and shake out your boots, and it's gonna be a whole thing. You're gonna have to go over it with a brush.
That's what prestidigitation is for.
And Greg dropped.
Yeah,
Oh no.
it's like immediately dropped. We know he didn't lose
Wow.
connection because we still have connection to the Siren's
There he
Gate. So
is.
there
He
he is.
tried to
Probably.
minimize and accidentally hit the X.
did you touch the
No,
banana?
I was. Yeah, I accidentally hit something wrong there.
Get the jelly bean.
No, I accidentally went to tab and it closed the window.
Adam, I'm a little curious as to why the turn order went away. Never mind.
Yeah. I was seeing
Never
pictures and stuff. They should really make it where you can reveal the turn order as the GM without having the player see it.
That's why I just used the notepad file back in the day.
Yeah, that would actually be good because then you could keep them guessing. So,
Yeah.
and they'd have to remember when they were coming up. All right.
So I'd like to make a quick perception check, if that's okay.
I think, yes. You guys
Okay.
come to the edge and you see this fire pelt here, and it is got its foot stuck in this really awkward, big-looking trap. And and it sees you, and it gets loud. It gets more insistent. It tries to come towards you, Nahkräs, and it says, "Help! Help! Help! Help!"
All right, I'll just before I start talking to the cat, I have a 27 from Nahkräs and a 22 from my war cat on
Okay.
perception.
So you percept, and I need everybody to make a perception, except, of course, those that are not there. I
Those
do
who are
need a
sleeping in
perception
the
from
cart.
Meg, please.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a trap?
I think it's in a trap.
There are
Gideon,
traps involved.
perception
That's
of 10.
Magpie's territory.
And Meg has a perception of 22.
22. Okay.
Oh,
Boom!
delicious.
For the first time in his life, Colin rolls decently.
Yeah, I got a 19.
I roll decently every now and then.
Yeah, I remember a 1-on-1 where it was like 2, 2, 5, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5.
But last session last session I was in for Caliber, Zandy was getting all those juicy 20s.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you? That's right.
Okie dokie. So, the fire pelt just kind of looks and is keep looking at it, and it keeps saying help, and then it stops for a second, and you see its ears twitch, and your ears kind of twitch at the same time, Nahkräs, and everybody starts to hear it. They start to hear kind of the rattling of some chains, and
The ghost of
The
Christmas
sound.
past appears.
With Molly and Parley. Ooh.
Not exactly. A off-key kind of song starts coming across the wind, and it's something along the lines of, "Got the kittens in a bag, going to smash them into jelly for my toast. Got the kittens in a bag, gonna squash them the most." Stuff.
Well done.
Got the kittens in
What do
a
I smell,
bag.
Adam?
Indeed. And because Emmy crit, we're going to say that there's this breeze that comes through, and as everybody was sent, including Luvesi, takes a whiff, something foul-smelling comes this way. It will be here momentarily. I need
Initiative.
roll. I also need initiative from even the people that are not there,
Because you guys are getting attacked too.
because I am a vengeful and unyielding GM. All right, everybody got theirs in there? Mazus, lovely initiative.
Yeah, lovely initiative, dude who's sleeping on the wagon. What do? You toss and turn fitfully.
I'm not
Yeah.
sleeping.
He's waiting for you guys to get there. You guys said you were traveling through the night. Gideon actually has a 0.5, a 0.5 though. I mean, a 0.05.
Yeah,
All right.
all thanks to the improved initiative.
Best feat in the game.
Paladin run in first. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's your job. Take point, Private.
Okay, so.
And yet Emmy is bigger than Gideon, as is Magpie. This is kind of
Broken.
funny.
I'm huge in Chincha.
I'll fix it.
I'm really big in Japan.
All right. So, Gideon, you hear this coming. You start to hear the sound of a big, at least 1, 2 big dogs. 3. How high was your perception check?
Gideon's was only 10.
Yeah, there's some dogs coming. You're not sure how many, but there's some big dogs coming. And chains rattling.
Oh, good. Ogre hounds.
I forgot those were a thing.
Emmy, with your perception, you also know that you have about 6 seconds before whatever it is going to get here.
Do I know what ogre smells like? Have I
Do we
smelled
know what
that
direction
before?
it's coming from?
Yes, it seems to be coming from what we would see as the top of the map here.
6 seconds. That gives just enough time for a spell of some sort, doesn't it?
Almost like a full round action, if you were.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
If that is the case, Emmy will set up a shield on herself
Okay.
Are we acting
Well,
in turn order?
You can do. Yeah, we're gonna act in turn order.
Oh,
So
we
you
have
can
the
do
6
that
seconds.
in turn order.
Okay.
Yes.
I thought that was in the
So
6 seconds.
I'm basically.
Warning.
Yeah, I'm letting everybody know you got a round to do stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
So Gideon, what do you want to do in this round?
He is going to basically. Can I tell where the sound is coming from?
Yeah, pretty well. They're not being very quiet.
Okay, so I want to interpose myself basically between the cat and that sound.
You'd have to double move to do that, I believe, but you could probably do that.
Okay, because according to, 60 feet gets me right to the,
Right there?
to it supposedly.
Okay.
So
You
I
can
don't
take a run
know.
You can take a run action to get up there.
Sure, I'll take a run to interpose myself between the cat and the sounds and basically get myself situated.
Okay.
Dragon's light out and the whole 9 yards.
All right. Mazus, we're going to be doing your stuff, Theater of the Mind, yours and Wayko's and Aaron's and what have you. So, you make me a perception check as you're going about whatever you're doing here, letting the horses drink and stuff. 17.
Yeah, I mean, it's not doing much.
Okay. Okay. So that's a base skill check. All right. You see something kind of over on the other side of the not on the other side of the river. Kind of in the river. It kind of pops its head up out of the water. And it's got this big underbite type of jaw, like flat head almost. Stuff like that. Kind of look over at it, and if you want to try a knowledge check to try and identify it, you can, but it seems to be kind of watching you and kind of swimming towards you or moving towards you.
Sure.
Aaron will go on your
Tell me
initiative.
which one.
Let me see, what would this one be? Giants fall under what?
Nature.
Just nature?
Because they're-
Okay,
they're
then yeah.
Monsters, humanoids. That's a 33.
33. That is a troll head coming at you.
Troll head? Or a
It's not a severed troll head. That's a troll head that's attached to the rest of the troll.
Right.
Kill it
But
with
it's-
fire!
but
Kill
it's-
it with
but It's a
fire!
normal troll.
It looks like a normal troll.
Or whatever qualifies as a normal troll.
Right.
Let me get my fedora.
Let me grow out my neck hair.
Okay.
You suck!
Some questions for the troll then.
Okay.
Weaknesses. Yes, they're hostile or not.
Okay.
Questions for the troll or
Yeah.
about the troll?
About the troll.
I assumed it was about
What would
the
it
troll.
like for dinner?
What are your weaknesses, sir?
Yeah.
He's playing a bard with very good diplomacy.
Hail, good troll under the bridge.
Tell me
How do you feel about
Yeah, what do you want?
There you go.
I would like a list of your school schedule and your worst fears.
Okay. So I'll give you 3 questions. So the first 2 were weaknesses. You know that it's known for trolls are known for their regeneration, and it's stopped with acid and fire. So that would be a weakness. What was the other 2 you wanted to ask?
Oh, like general, demeanor and like, are they known to be hostile? Are they known to attack wagons just on the road for the heck of it, or?
You know that normally trolls are ill-tempered and almost always hungry, and flesh is their favorite. And these war horses probably pretty appetizing.
I see.
Do you have Aaron do anything?
Aaron, there's a troll in the river. Yes, you heard me right. Is a troll in the river?
Well, I suppose that's not too surprising based upon their ecology and their different mannerisms and habits.
Yes, but it ought to be freezing cold in that river.
Well, they don't have any weaknesses to ice, I don't believe, do they?
No, but it doesn't mean that they're not susceptible to freezing.
Well, that's a good point. What are you going to do about it?
Well, it's coming towards us, so I assume that we are to deal with this one way or another. Wayko, get up here!
Yes.
There's a troll in the river.
Oh, is he coming?
Yes, it is coming, and it doesn't look very pleasant.
But Mazus, wouldn't it be cold in the river?
It would be very cold in the river this time of year.
Well, surely he'd be freezing then.
Yes, but apparently he's not, because he's still coming strong towards us.
Now, how far away is he?
Oh, I would say...
As we both turn to look.
Oh, just a rock throw away, too?
Should we turn the cart around and perhaps leave everyone behind?
No.
All right. Well, I can try to put it to sleep. I don't know how often they sleep or how susceptible they are to sleep, but I could try to put it to sleep.
Well, we shall find out now, shan't we?
I guess we shan't. Or shall. The other one.
Okay. So that's happening.
The troll in the dungeon.
Thought you'd like to know.
Thought you'd like to know.
Nahkräs, what are you and Mama going to do?
Okay, do I know what ogre smells like? Like, I imagine if I've been escorting caravans across
like a
Varisia,
butts
I've
for-
probably gone through here, and I've probably had to, like, shoo some off before. Ogre or troll
This is on
or...
the edge of Varisia. You can,
Make a check, is what I'm hearing.
yeah, make me a knowledge nature just to make sure. It's one of your good skills.
22, right? Yeah.
You've smelt it before and you've stayed away from it in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, this smells like ogre and probably dog. Big dog.
Big dog. Alrighty. And from here, can I tell, like, you said the fire pelt is in some kind of, like, bear trap?
Uh-huh.
Alrighty,
It's in
so
looks a bit rusty. It doesn't look like it pierced its flesh necessarily, but it's definitely gimped the creature up.
Alrighty. So then I guess we will just take the run action up where Gideon is. Like, here, probably. And as I pass the fire pelt, I'll look at it and just hold still. Help comes soon. As we just book it over, like, there, probably. That seems fine.
So
Why might-
you see it when you tell it to hold still and be still. You see it look at you, and it sits.
It spits?
It sits.
Oh, sits. Okay. Neat.
This cat doesn't have the lips
And-
necessary for spitting.
It's well trained, and you tell that's my cats. Just saying.
Are you sure they aren't llamas and or camels?
Told to my own cat.
Some strange camel panther
They're
hybrid.
my big lumpy cat.
You mean the dog?
He's not lumpy.
I'm
He's spongy.
I don't think anybody needs to be talking to y'all's pussy cats.
Whoa!
Okay.
Pussy chat.
So,
I don't have the drums anymore, Adam. I can't do the rim shot. You gotta
oh,
have to
come
handle
on.
it yourself.
You bring it. We need to have like a padum.
Yeah, Rex should be able to handle this.
There we go. Yeah, we got it.
Yay. There we go. I got the want. All right. You guys move up there.
Yep.
Magpie,
That's
what are
more
you
than a
doing?
move action to get there. Is that right?
Yeah, it's a run.
Okay, got it. That's what I got then.
I'm going to try and acrobatics from one tree to the other.
Okay. Be amazing.
Be amazing. We're gonna see how well this goes. Oh, that went pretty well. That went much better than I was afraid it might go. That's a 29.
29. You jump deftly across. Emmy sees you glide gracefully and flip in the air. Yay! There we go. Getting some sound effects in.
I'll spend the other move action, just move to the far edge of this tree line. Canopy.
Okay. Doable. All right. Wayko, what are you going to do for this troll inbound? You've got about 5 seconds.
5 seconds. So he's within 60 feet.
Let me check his move speed. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try to throw a slumber hex at him, as you do.
Guess he's going down
Yes.
river.
That's true. If he's running away from us, I mean, we could chase him.
No, he's like
But-
it's like floating down river, I think.
He's
Oh.
coming towards the horses.
Oh, okay. Well, in that
Right.
case, I'm still gonna blow a slumber his direction. as you do, and that's going to be a 19 save, or he's a sleepy
Alright.
troll boy.
Well, let's see what happens. Okay. Do.
I just
Let me
want to
make
see
sure
the
I-
Troll
troll just float past us and just be like,
Just keep on floating.
that
Off
was
he
that.
goes.
I think the real question is, does a troll need to breathe? Because that troll might
Yeah.
drown.
I hope not.
Depends if it's a normal troll or a skag.
It would wake up when it takes damage, though. From
It's true.
I'm
suffocating.
suffocating.
Unless he like
So-
falls asleep flat on his back and is like dreams that he's on a bed on the ocean
Well,
Or
he's in a
something.
river.
or whatever.
This bed is awfully cold.
You know how many dreams I've had about floating in bodies of water lately?
How buoyant is the troll? The question.
On a
He's in the
scale
muscle.
of brick to sponge. Or tea light, I guess.
All right. You see him kind of his movement kind of slows for a second, and you see him kind of go. Bubbles start to come up out of the water, and you swear when you cast that Wayko, you swear you hear bloop 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 bloop.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
So, he apparently falls asleep and goes under the water.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Well done,
See?
Wayko.
I fixed it.
Yes, let's just hope that he doesn't surface again.
Oh, we might, but you know, maybe later. Maybe he'll float away further and then wake up.
Yes. Should we?
Also,
should
why
we
was he
perhaps-
floating? Like, how did this begin? Like, where did he
I-
come from?
I have no idea. I have absolutely
Where did
no
he
idea.
come from? Where did he go?
I suggest, however, that we move further up the road so that if he comes
Yes.
up to the surface, he will not be next to us.
Capital idea, my wizardly friend. Capital idea.
Okay. Emmy,
That's
what do
my
you want to do?
All right. Well, first things first. I have to have the right tool selected. She's going to move 30 feet to about there.
Okay.
A little bit more in the brush, I guess. And she will cast shield on herself.
Okay. So she
That is her
casts her
turn.
shield. Meg yells, "I see you! I see the wagon! There was a spell. Oh, it's gone now. I see you!
Anything else?
No.
All right. Why don't, just in case, circle around back to the wagon, make sure they're okay.
What?
Make sure those at the wagon are okay.
Oh. Okay. Goes wheels back around towards the wagon. All right, Gideon, you hear it coming through the underbrush. Thump, 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 thump. Big steps moving through. It's about to break through. Anything else you want to do before your turn, before this turn is up?
I'm going to, basically, as soon as it breaks through that brush, I want to charge.
Okay, as soon as it breaks through the brush, you're charging. Got it.
Yeah, like,
Mazus,
not necessarily the dogs, but the big thing that's coming with that
big
singing.
We're
Okay.
moving further up the road towards the fort.
so you're hitching. Were you letting the horses drink unhinged or hitched?
I don't even know what that means.
Attached to the wagon or off of it? Because it's harder for them to drink when they're on the wagon.
We just want to move like 500 feet up so that the troll is not, near us when it comes back up, if it comes back up.
If when he wakes up, just away from us.
In like
After
6
that-
seconds?
After that, they can go back to drinking or whatever they do.
Okay. For future reference then, to let horses drink, you usually have to unhitch them to let them drink really well from a wagon. But we will allow you guys to run with the idea that they were still hitched up. And you move how far, you said?
I have to bring up the rules for it? Or I just want to move like a couple of 100 feet up the road.
In 6 seconds?
No, but like, that's the goal.
to start the
Okay.
process of.
You're starting the process of moving
Yes.
a couple hundred.
Now
Okay.
is the time to move from this spot forward.
We must relocate.
Yeah, and Aaron kind of looks out and said, "I thought there was a." Oh,
There was.
well, I guess not.
There was.
But it would have been excellent for study.
I just imagine him like floating down on like an inflatable inner tube with like a beer and a cigar and a big angry troll face coming down. Ah, river troll,
And he's just there like,
and staring you down. I'm gonna get there soon.
comes eat you.
All
Got, like
right.
one arm over a log, swimming, looks, swimming.
It's a sneaky troll.
can't see me. All right. So, Aaron voices, we could have battled, could have took it out, see, and then we could have kept a piece and, just slowly burned away the pieces that start to grow back.
I'm so tired of battling. Everything you guys want to battle everything, Aaron. I'm getting tired of it.
She just kind of looks at you and goes back to her book.
I'm sure we can fish him up later, on the way back. He'll be around, I'm sure.
He'll just be at the bottom of the river, still asleep.
All right.
And thus Murlocs were born.
Yeah. Okay, Nahkräs, what you gonna do? You and Mama. That's your cat's name now.
Oh, okay, thanks. Are these guys in sight yet?
Not yet. You can hear
So
them though.
there's
They're
a-
right there.
Pretty good deal of like underbrush and stuff.
At least at
Alright.
this particular area there is.
Fair enough.
This spot right here is a clearing that was developed for that trap.
Fair enough. It is common knowledge that ogres are not smart, correct?
Yeah. That's
Alrighty.
That's
Just
pretty
double
normal.
check. 5, 10. Well, I don't know what a move action is. How much farther forward can I go in a move action?
You measure with your token. So
Oh, okay. So I see. All right. So 30 feet would be. Well, I don't want to go that far. That's pretty far. I'll just go right there, and I'll have my Warcat go into the bushes, and Nahkräs is going to draw the Impaler of Thorns and brace it, because I don't think I'll ever have another chance to use a braced spear on a charging ogre.
Oh, well, okay. That sounds
Kitty,
fine.
Kitty will roll a stealth check, assuming there's enough cover yonder where I move the token for her to hide.
There would be, yeah.
Righty. The stealth check is a 19. Kind of poopy, but we tried.
Okay.
And that's what I got.
What was it? 19 you said?
Yeah.
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
Okay. All right then. So, you got there. Magpie, are you just prepping, getting ready? What's gonna happen?
I was just writing macros. So the ogres, are these ogres or trolls?
You would assume it's an ogre based upon what you've been told by Nahkräs and Emmy. With
Okay.
the smell.
Can I get up into this tree this round?
Maybe.
Like if I book it out of this tree and up into that one, do you think that's possible?
You're gonna jump out of this tree for an acrobatics to get down, and then go over there, and then acrobatics up into the tree.
If you'll let me.
I'll let you double move it.
Climb.
Yeah. You want to climb?
Acrobatics. I do backflips up the tree.
Well, jumping up the tree would kind of be acrobatic. So, jumping up to grab a branch or get into a branch.
That'll be 24 to get down the tree,
It's good.
and then 1 to get up the tree.
1 to get up the tree, huh?
1 to get up the tree. Well, I mean, I didn't roll a 1. I just I'll roll another. 26 to get up the tree.
Okay. You flipped up onto a tree branch.
Boop.
All right. And now bursting out of the woods is this character. Let me get him for you.
Character makes it sound so much more serious than just like random ogre fight. It's Noelia! Ha ha!
Suckers, you thought it was one. Oh, you just thought it was an ogre. Did that come on there? I didn't see it.
I don't see anything.
All right, I'll drag it again. It's this dude. Show to everyone. There.
Ugh,
Oh, lovely.
he's seen better days.
One handsome cat.
He does
Look
have
at
a
that-
name.
look at that
so
big
he's
old
not
battle
just,
hand.
He's got battle hand.
It's the
Bad
mightiest
case
pointer
battle hand.
finger you've ever seen in your life.
He's got a name too, so he's not just any random troll.
No, sir. He's Ruckus. Uncle Ruckus.
Uncle Ruckus.
Rucker Scrawl!
Where is he?
I really hope it's not Uncle Ruckus.
Uncle
You
Rucker
know it.
Scrawl coming to kill all your party members.
Uncle Ruckus. He hates ogres.
He's the ogre who hates other ogres. Loves humans.
One-
I'll
Well,
help you with your
you're gonna
bags.
have-
You're a dirty ogre.
Suddenly I missed the Boondocks way more than that show deserves.
Right.
There he is.
Like, it was kind of funny. No, it was hilarious, but only in hindsight.
Oh, he's tiny.
Let me see.
The guy, yeah, and the guy who made it had like a really
There you
white name.
But Arian Smith.
That's horrible.
It wasn't it Aryan Masters?
Oh, ha ha.
Aha!
Arian Masters. Race car driver.
I don't want to find that funny, but this.
All
Bobajay.
right.
So are the ogre thing and the dog just gonna like occupy the same squares?
No. So, this dude, he kind of bursts out and he says, "Whoa, look, more dinner." And this is when held actions get activated. Yeah. Evil! Be gone!
So he burst out and went. Now he's about to get impaled.
All right. Power attack, the whole 9 yards, of course. So, first off, does a 25 hit?
Charge it. Do you have improved? I don't think you need improved bull
For
rush
charge?
or anything like that for charge to avoid an AOO. I don't think so.
Now, if he's moving into like through his start range, he would provoke.
Then you are moving through. He has 10-foot reach, so you're moving through 5 foot of his threat range. So he's going to get an AOO, but you're going to get to hit on him too, probably, because I doubt he's going to take you out in one hit. He may not even hit you. Does a 24 hit?
It does.
Oh, okay. Then he's going to do 20 damage.
20.
Ouch.
20 damage.
Okay. Now, does that stop my charge then?
No, you still get your charge. He has to drop you to stop your charge, I think.
Yeah.
Um, sorry, just bear with me. Okay, yeah. So, okay. So 25. Would 25 hit normally?
Hit him?
Yes.
Yes.
And then I am rolling to confirm.
Okay.
And it is a 25 again.
All right. Roll me the D100.
Good old blender arms.
95.
95. I gotta pull that up. Shoot. You
Why
might
did I
have
even
just
bother to brace
decapitate-
my spear? Should have just
Why?
charged in. I forgot
Why?
Gideon was here.
All right. You know, if this keeps up,
You
we
blew it.
may just have to.
You got used to it pretty quick.
Mm,
Or are you saying we're going to have to get used to, or we have to change away from the chart?
we may have to change away from the chart because I think a 95 is a decapitation, but I'm not sure. I'm pulling it up.
Abdominal injury, instant, immediate death.
Okay. 95 slashing. Yeah. So. So.
No, don't let him end a combat in one round again.
No.
Suddenly
let's
there's
just-
5 more of that unique named person.
No.
This is
Let's
not a boss,
just.
though.
Uncle Ruckus.
This is so
We barely
boss.
do it.
I feel like every time Gideon does this, we get penalized on experience.
We had a greater interaction with the friggin' floaty river troll.
Yeah, we ended the troll encounter pretty quick too. So just come back to us so we can continue to the forge.
So,
Smash cut.
It would make for a good little animation. Wah! And then it just smash cuts to us all back on the wagon.
And everybody's like, "Boy, that was crazy, huh?" Yeah, that was
sure
crazy.
was a wild fight, and Gideon's just drenched head to toe in ogre viscera.
Dude pops out of the
Snaps his
bushes,
fingers.
gets him out half of an action phrase before getting bisected by the Paladin.
Well, that's all fine. and
Get out
good.
of my woods!
That's all fine and good. We're gonna say that he is currently sliced open. His guts are spilling out. He's like, and it like anime sprays all over Gideon, like you would expect, like gallons of blood.
And he's just in there.
It says Paladin like being showered in the blood of your foe.
Yeah, he like pulls out a chair from hammer space, sits down, pulls that plunger from nowhere, and flash dance.
So that's what's happening at the moment. We're gonna say this guy's kind of on his knees, kind of clutching. His guts are spilling out. And let me see. You were the only one with a held action, I believe.
Yep.
So we're gonna give him one. We're gonna give him some death throws. How about that? Okay.
He still has a dog for us to kill.
He's still got some stuff happening next. We're gonna give him some death throws.
Well,
So his death throws are.
He grabs
The
his
dog
collar.
has
Drops Gideon.
the
He
dog
waves
does
his-
have some sausage. Now.
He takes his collar and like strangles you with it.
So his first death throw is a 29.
That hits.
His second death throw is a natural 1.
So much for that.
Does a 22 hit?
Just.
Okay. At least he didn't natural 1 his death throw. But
That
his
would have been
first
kind of funny.
his first death throw hits, and it hits for another 20 damage as he slams into you. I'm at half hit points after taking you down in 1. There you go.
No, I'm at less than a third.
Okay, so you are definitely
Like,
good.
I'm about a quarter health right now.
Yeah. And unfortunately for you, his dogs come out right after that,
But they have lovely sausage to play with now.
and we're going to transfer them to the appropriate lair.
That is many dogs.
Yes. So his dogs
Nice
see what
doggies.
you've done to their master, and I'm going to set him just back a little bit. There we go. So I can grab the dog easier. One gets here. One wheels around here. One wheels around the long way here.
Does that provoke
It's trained, so no. So yeah,
an attack of opportunity?
it's trained to circle. It's a trained dog.
Like outside of your reach, like it went around the other dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he's dying. All right, we're going to just leave him right there.
Bleh.
Bleh. And blah, 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 blah.
And now the dogs flank attack Gideon to death.
Yeah. So let's see what happens. That's +2 on all their attacks, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, see how I roll. That's not going to hit you.
All of these dogs have 3 intelligence and outflank.
That's not going to hit you. That's not going to hit you. And 18 does not hit you, I don't think.
22 armor class now.
You did charge.
All right,
though.
so that-
That's -2.
Yep.
No. No one, they didn't even touch a 20. So, yeah. These things, they may as well be chihuahuas to you.
The cross. Can you do something about this?
I think Nahkräs is really more of a cat person.
Pie,
Also,
you may,
this
Magpie. You don't like cats.
I don't like dogs either.
Emmy looks kind of hurt at that.
Not a dog. Different species.
Still canine.
I don't care what the laws
Technically
in
still the
fucking
same
Chicago
species,
or
it's just a
Colorado
different
or whatever the
genus.
fuck say. Not a dog.
Fox is a totally different family.
Oh, that's right, Vulpin.
Yeah.
Still looks like a dog.
Looks more like a ferret than a dog.
They can
Oh,
interbreed.
wait, we're not going to
can't they?
debate the. We're not going to debate the habits of.
The genus of
dogs and-
foxes, dogs, and ferrets. Weasels.
Yeah. So, you did that. Dogs are attacking. Also, on the dog's turn, the troll wakes up and goes, and you hear some splashing behind you. And it sees you, it kind of looks around, sees you, and starts making its way to the shore. And
You know, it's a
You're
good thing
further
you
away.
can't just sleep him over and over again, because you'd just be like waterboarding this troll. All he wants is on the shore now.
I don't have any information. Leave me alone.
Well, I can't slumber him, but I can cast sleep on him again.
well, that depends on how far away you guys are now.
That's
He
true. We
drifted
could
in
probably
the river.
just keep wagoning and then not have to worry about him.
Yeah, let's do that.
I like that idea.
What about us?
You guys. Yeah, what
I'll
about
come back.
y'all?
They'll come back.
Oh, you're on the other side of the river.
No, they're on your side of the river. He came to your side of the river.
Yeah, but now he's on.
He was
the other
closer to your side of the river. No, I mean he was closer to your side of the river. So he got onto your side of the shore now. He's just kind of standing there. He had to use all of his
Oh.
movement, all of his turn to just get on the shore.
I thought he
So he's
wanted
going-
to run away.
Well, he's looking at you, and then he doesn't seem committed. As committed as he was before.
The waterboarding worked.
Told you.
How desperate are you?
All right, Wayko, did you want to try to hit that dude from far away?
I could probably hit him with a lightning bolt, but that would just be a spiting bolt, so I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to stick my tongue out at Erin, who's trying to read. And hopefully that'll distract her a little bit. If not, I could always do something meaner.
Oh, well, she
But no,
kinda
I'm good
looks
right
up
now.
at you. Yeah, okay.
Basically, what you're saying is Wayko is not only our waterboarding guy, but he's also our electrocution guy.
Oh, I
It's like
cast
water.
Create Water. It's an horizon. I just blow that in her face.
Okay, so she was working on a scroll for Mazus. So, because Mazus, you hear a sploosh in the back, and you hear, "Oh, Mazus, he keeps messing me up.
She's
There's
lying.
Water
Lying.
everywhere. He
Everything
ruined
she says
the
is a
scroll.
lie.
It was hours of work, Mazus. Hours of work."
It was mostly her face, but also she's lying.
She prestidigitates you. She prestidigitates you into a normal human face for just a moment.
Me?
Yes, you look
So she-
like a average Joe
She
human.
turns me into an average Joe,
Yes, You're
complete
the
with like
worst.
a little blue
like
tie.
perfect teeth, no flump hat. She just
Yeah.
kind of minor illusions you real quick. Poof,
Awesome.
and you see yourself in a mirror.
Well, first I'm shocked and then I'm impressed.
Oh, I'm so average.
Oh, look at me. I'm so normal. I've got a pencil in my
Magus
pocket.
just sighs and keeps driving the wagon and just hope that they can resolve their dispute without him interfering.
She says, "You
Okay.
do that again, I'm gonna acid splash your face."
Oh no, that'll make me look even less average.
I know where you sleep, she says, going back
know
to
where
work. So,
That's my
Emmy, what do you want to do with all these dogs?
That is a good question. There are a bunch of them. Nothing quite within a range of my good spells, so she will move 30 feet to about there, staying just out of the cat's reach in case, never know, trapped animal. and she is not Nahkräs. She can't talk to it. And then she will pop some magic missiles at this guy right here
Okay.
for that much force damage.
All right, you smack it. And boom, boom. Damage. It seems to gimp it up a bit. You didn't make them tripping, but
I did not.
you gimp it up a bit. And it definitely felt that. Felt it really, really hard. You smacked it. Your little foxes sprout from your fingertips, and they and bounce off of the trees a little bit and go right onto the thing. And it definitely smacks it really, really good. So you hit it for sure.
Good.
All right. It's Meg's turn. Meg flies over, sees the troll, sees that he's kind of looking at the wagon, and screeches, "For Iomade!" And starts streaking down to smack into this troll. So you're gonna need to bring up your stuff and your stuff for Meg, and roll me an attack against the troll.
That'll be a 27 for her bite.
All
Or
right.
is she grasping or is she taloning? Which one's she doing?
It's up to you. Her favorite tactic is to grab something, take it up into the air, and then throw it down onto the ground.
Then I will defer to that.
A rabbit fly up and German suplex it.
Basically, so it was a natural 19 on the dice, or die rather, plus whatever would be for her attack bonus.
Okay.
Which for her talent, I'll use her talents, I guess, as that.
Yeah.
Which
That's
would be
fine.
a +7, so 26.
She definitely grabs it. So she has it grappled at the moment, and we'll say that she can fly up in just a minute.
Sure.
She had to fly down there to grab it. But
Yep.
this thing needs to make its attack when it's the dog turn again. Dang it, Meg. All right. Mazus, you saw what Meg did. Or you heard, more likely you heard, "For Iomade!"
Meg,
So, with that, what do you want to do? Keep driving, I guess?
yeah, let's keep going.
Gonna put a good 3 or 4 football pace so that when everybody gets back to the road they're supposed to be at, they're like, "Where is he at?" And they'll just see this dead troll.
I'll
Alright.
have to walk.
I ain't backing up. They're gonna have to
No.
walk.
You know how to put this one in reverse? Because I don't.
Don't make
Alright.
me turn around.
That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying to the two in the back. So help me, I will turn this cart around and leave you both at Turtleback. All right. Nahkräs, you want to get in on this action with the pups?
Yeah, I might as well. Really quickly, knowledge nature check comes out to a 23 to identify what they are before I start just kicking.
You wouldn't go so far as to say that they're ogre dogs, but they're very big dogs. Probably inbred. Think like a poorly bred pit bull, and that kind of jaw structure and head meant for biting and holding on. So that's kind of what they look like, a poorly bred pit bull, and they're just
This is
wailing
Straight
on.
up ogre dog.
Alrighty.
Well, if they're inbred, they look more like a purebred pit bull than they do like a normal pit bull.
Well, inbred in the sense that just like he has misshapen features, they kind of have some misshapen features.
Gotcha. All right, let's charge in, I guess. Warcat will go there. Nahkräs will go there. I'll draw my Elven Curve Blade as we go because we're not waiting for things to charge onto brace spears. Not at this table. Those were the try.
Nope. Well, he may not have charged onto your spear anyway, so.
I have faith in his stupid intelligence. 20 to hit.
All right, 20 to hit. You definitely hit the dog.
Woof woof for 13 damage, yeah.
You slice through the dog.
Dead dog.
And Mama?
And we'll try to bite. 20 to hit, 22 to hit hits for 12 damage.
12 damage. Mama and the dog start to tangle. And claws and fur biting and kind of scales from Mom.
Yep.
And you get she gets right up in that thing's face. You think she's gonna grab its throat next turn. Next time she gets a chance, she's looking to grab that thing's throat.
Alright, that's all I got.
Rip it out. Okie dokie. Magpie, what you doing?
Magpie, well,
Firing into melee.
no, I'm actually gonna hold my action to yell at Gideon to get out of the middle, because I want you to move south so I can throw my last grenade into the mass of dogs.
Okie dokie.
Such a waste of a grenade.
I only had one left. I forgot to buy more when we were in town.
He's too distracted.
We're getting into the levels where these grenades aren't gonna really help us anymore, anyways.
All right. So does Gideon want to follow the advice of Magpie?
Takes you out of flank.
So does slicing through two of these.
That also provokes, I would imagine.
A full attack?
No, stepping out because of where they're
5 foot he
positioned.
wouldn't. If you just go straight down.
Okay, I just quickly double check. If I full attack, I can no longer 5 foot out, or can I still 5 foot out if I have full attack?
And 5 foot and full attack.
Lovely. But that does take my swift action away from me as well, does it not?
No.
Right, so I can do all
Takes
three
you-
still.
Yep.
Okay. 10-4. So, Gideon will full attack. First hitting this dog here.
Oh.
Or attempting to, I guess. Which would be the more accurate terminology here. So I have to roll to confirm. That's a natural 17 on the dice, and I'm pretty sure even with the power attack at 27 will hit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Does a 17 hit?
Yep. I believe it does. Yep, it does.
That would be a confirmed critical.
Yes, it would.
And that's an 81.
An 81. Goodness. Slashing weapon 81 is shield arm removed at elbow. Gimped that dog. So it doesn't have a shield. I'll say that its move is cut in half. And it
Plus
is...
the standard damage, I guess?
Uh-huh.
Or is it just the effect?
No, it's regular damage and effect.
Okay, so regular damage for that then is going to be 17.
17. This thing is almost dead. You'd see it laying on the ground as its blood spurting out its stump.
And then he'll also then take an attack at this one here. Power attack.
Okay.
And that is a 19 to hit, which hits, I guess. Oh, sorry, not 19. 14 to hit.
14?
Yeah.
Yes, does hit.
Okay. Because it's +5 versus... Yeah, I just got to remember to minus mine. And that would be a 20 damage.
20 damage. All right. You outright slice that one's head off.
And then I'll take a 5-foot step back out of the center.
Okay. I will let you kind of know that this one was the one that was going to be able to get a AOO off on you. So you can
Okay.
probably 5 foot and move more if you wish.
Even with a full attack?
No, you can't with the full attack. Never mind.
Yeah, that's what I can only 5 foot at this point. I was kind of hoping to take out both of them, but no.
No. Hey, I didn't roll your damage. You did. So
I know.
that's
So-
on you.
He'll 5 foot there and quickly lay on hands himself to touch himself.
All right. Well, he thought about it. He thought about it. When I think about it, Yomade. Okay.
I touch myself, covered in disarray.
I don't think she appreciates that. I can tell you.
You don't know her the way I do.
Yeah, it's really annoying for Amiko too, because every time it's reached, he's like, she's like, who? Amiko. So there you go.
Skadoosh.
All right, Magpie, you were doing something after he moved.
All right, I guess that's far enough. And there's gonna be I'm gonna land it right in there,
Okay.
right around the far end of the heart of the huddle of dogs.
Where this one was. Yeah.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Dogarinos. I'm hitting AC 5. I didn't roll a 1. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. So they all make reflex saves for half.
Yep. DC of what?
15.
2 of them make it. So this one and this one, the ones that were already damaged. All right. What's the damage?
Are they vulnerable to fire at all?
They would appear to be. Yes, they're fine with fire. Having to be hit by it.
13. So 6 for the ones who made their save.
19. And you see as the flames erupt that this one, the stump, and the one engaged in combat with Mama go and burst into flame.
It's kind of a shame. I know there's an archetype for rogue that lets me sneak attack while I do that too.
Well, there's always the vivisectionist, if you want to get good and creepy about it.
That's an alchemist archetype, actually.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the underground alchemist, where I can get bombs per day like an alchemist that I can sneak attack with. It's gross.
Oh,
Away from the alchemist, Kane.
No, you can't stop me. I need it. It is my herald.
Help.
he's dead, so I'll take him off the turn order. This dog is the only one left. He's gonna look around. And how well trained is he? Pretty well trained. He's gonna move right here on top of this dude. We'll just say he's on top of him, and he's going to kind of stand over him, over the body, and go and ready himself. And the troll is going to try and get away from this crazy griffin that just came out of the sky out of nowhere and zinged down on it.
Yeah.
So, ooh, he got a 98. Does 29 beat her CMD?
It does actually.
All right, so he's like, he says, and he just starts to book it. Withdraw action into the woods.
Does that it provoke?
Not with a withdraw action.
Technically, you could only do a move action.
Wait, I don't know. No, he can't do. Yeah, he can't do a withdraw action if he breaks the graphic. So,
This ogre's special.
This troll is
So-
special in many ways.
so he's just gonna try and he's just 5 foot away from her, gonna go. Some of his wounds kind of heal back.
Meg, leave the
Alright.
poor man thing.
I could go.
What? He's evil!
So, leave him.
I find that debatable.
He sells this again. Wayko, it's your turn.
Slumber the bird. Slumber the bird.
I will slumber the bird.
You're going to slumber Meg.
Sure.
Okay.
That troll is gonna
Sounds very
eviscerate
Wayko.
that griffin if you
It
put her to
was-
sleep.
It was a complete self-made decision to slumber that bird.
Okay. Wait, how close are you guys?
I don't know. Are we beyond 60 feet yet?
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, yeah. Beyond
We're like
60
at
feet.
least
Well-
200 feet away.
I will suppress the will to throw a lightning bolt in her direction then, and instead we'll just recline and say, Sarah can't help you, man.
Alex desperately
Let me
wants
see.
to turn those blender arms on the party.
I will side
Yeah,
with Mazus always, as Wayko perceives that he is clearly the most powerful among us. Next to maybe the Paladin.
Wayko has also witnessed the more terrifying moments of Ace's career.
That's true. Gideon hasn't
That's true.
spent a lot of time creating humanoid bonfires.
Nope, just showers.
Yeah, just man showers.
And running through those bonfires.
You guys are actually a pretty intimidating lot.
So Erin also declines to do anything. She's kind of got her back to Wayko and is working in a way that she's got her peripheral set so that if he does something, she's got something held. She's got like a spell in one hand and then her quill in the other.
I'll
He
put
keeps
a
he
spell
keeps
on
making you surprise faces at her in an attempt to rile her up.
I thought she had like,
Okay.
like a rock or something she could throw at him.
Just beat him in the face with a rock.
A staple
Not
or
Aaron.
Something.
Yeah, just skip the magic. Just a fist-sized dirt claw. Just...
You throw dirt at me, I'm throwing a chicken at you.
I don't sling dirt, I sling spells.
Waco just feels the cat rub up against him, and all of a sudden he's under the spell of something, you know.
So he delivers
That
shocking
spell.
touch. Not that it bother him. All right,
Very little bothers him.
Emmy, what you gonna do?
All right, she is.
You hear the dog? It's barking at you. It's barking at all of you.
Yeah. She's going to go to about there, 30 feet. And this is just like a large, deformed, inbred type dog, right?
Yes.
So, not necessarily evil either.
The dog?
Yeah,
This
it's
particular
just
dog?
an animal.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if
Well-
it's a dog, I don't...
Like it's vicious, but not necessarily. 'Cause,
Right. You don't
So-
know,
yeah,
so you'd assume.
I would assume, like an animal, it's just sort of a trained animal. It's just sort of taking orders from somebody, and has been trained to guard them. So, what she's gonna do is, she's going to. How dry is this area? Is it pretty damp? Because we're sort of near the river, lush area.
It's wintertime. There was snow recently, so yeah, it's kind of damp.
Okay. I'm just making sure before I set the whole place on fire.
Yeah, you won't set anything unfortunate on fire.
Okay. So,
The bomb just did go off in there, so I mean, it didn't catch anything on fire.
oh yeah, true. So, she is going to plant a burning arc here, and she has 3 targets with it. So, the other 2 are going to be here and here. And she is going to try to intimidate the dog into leaving.
Okay, so you're
She's
roasting
got a
it while it's master. I gotcha.
I'm not
It
necessarily
stands on its.
I'm not roasting it necessarily. I'm planting the flames like around it so that it backs up, goes the other way. And she's gonna sort of
Okay.
snarl at it. And she is
In
in her
her
Kitsune
Kitsune
form. Yes, indeed.
What does the fuck say? Ding 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 ding.
That would be
Stop.
that would be a question for that would be a question for Magpie, not me. So
Noises I will not replicate here.
I guess I roll intimidate, yeah?
yeah, I need damage. Well, you're not hitting.
I'm not
it, so I
hitting
don't
it.
need damage. So you can roll me an intimidate with a circumstantial bonus. Ooh. So
That could have been
yeah,
better.
you see it. You see it through the flames, and it's like the dog sees your face as if the flames you became part of the flames and go at it, and you go, and it does look scared now.
I was trying to get it
But
to
it
run
can't
off.
move.
Darn.
Well, it can't. It's not its turn,
Oh yeah, fair enough.
but it does stop barking and starts to kind of shift its weight backward. Meg is still clawing and beating on that troll, and it's very good that she did not get slumbered, because she could have been coup de grace.
And there would be a very angry paladin.
Oh, I mean, like super angry. He would have just killed his ward. We'd have been
Yay.
like
No witnesses.
livid.
Now Wayko would have ratted on you.
I'm sorry, I would have ratted what now?
How's your will save there, Mazus?
It's pretty good as a wizard.
I haven't done anything.
All right.
So I'm guessing she's not deterred, likely, correct?
Oh no! I mean, it just slipped out of her grasp. She can still grab
So-
on it and stuff.
Yeah. So she's gonna do a flyby, grab, and fly up. Likely,
Okay.
right? That makes
Sure.
sense as
Why
to
not?
what she's her
Yeah.
thing is. I'm
That's what
just
she likes to do.
so
She's right up in its face, so she could. All she has to do is grab it and go up,
and go.
and then let go.
I don't think she can lift it though. Like bigger than her.
Control?
It's a large creature,
Totally dependent on her strength.
so
1,000 pounds.
however you want to do it.
How much does a griffin weigh?
So again, 20. This one's. I found out what her CMB is. It's actually +9. So 28.
28. All right. She definitely grabs it.
And as far up as she can go. Her fly speed's 80. I believe it goes to half when carrying something.
You can't fly with anything greater than a light load.
Oh, there you go. So she can't do that. She figures that out after she's got it grabbed. But she can. She still has done. Still
She
let
can
her
still
do some
bite
damage.
the shit
with
out of it.
Yeah. So she's kind of on it like a cat would be. Got her claws and talons into it, and just probably just waylaying its face right now. So we can let her do some bite damage. Just because. Just because.
Sure. So roll for attack. So 14 plus 8, 22.
She hits.
7 damage.
Okay. 7 damage it is. Alright. It's Mazus' turn. He continues driving, I guess.
Yeah. Don't resist the urge.
Alright,
to
so
shoot
you're like-
something at Meg as well.
So you're like 350, 300 yards away, 300 feet away now. You just keep it going. Just moving on. Football field away. All right. Nahkräs, you gonna finish off this dog, or what's gonna happen?
Let me try to make a quick handle animal check and see if I can get it to like chill out or run away. Wild empathy, go!
Intimidated it, so
You did see Emmy intimidated, so if you intimidate it as well, it is more likely to run away again.
Alrighty, so then that's yeah, I forgot I'm using handle animal. 24.
24. After seeing the flames lick around it, it glances at you, and you kind of give a gesture too, and in conjunction with Mama, it kind of goes, and she kind of rubbles her shoulders like cats do, and it kind of looks around, and it looks scared now of you guys. Gideon, what are you gonna do?
But I'm not done with my turn yet.
Oh, you're not?
I have
Okie
a
dokie.
cat, and
What do
it
you want
will
to do?
roar. And it's probably not good. I don't think I have ranks in this. So it comes out to a 15 from my Warcat's Intimidate check.
Okay. Well, okay. It looks absolutely. You see it moves about a foot. It moves a few feet back, not out of its square, because that would be cheating on my part, but it moves a few feet back, and as it does, there's pee coming out. So
Oh no, George!
That's gross. I'm gonna to drive it home. I'm gonna move up to it and see if it'll just run off.
okay, that is.
And that's my
doable.
turn.
All right, now it's Gideon's turn. I hit the wrong button.
If we get back around to my turn and we haven't killed it or scared it off, I'm gonna shoot it.
You guys just sitting there tormenting a dog now?
Yes.
To be,
It hasn't
to be
come back
completely
around
honest,
to its
Gideon's
turn.
worried about it going back and warning others.
I elect that we
And he
wagon away.
is, again, very much of the don't let an evil go now. That can become a greater threat later.
Crusade!
Wagon
But
our
you don't
way
even know
to
if
the
it's
future.
evil.
Well, I
You
mean,
don't
on
even
that
know if it's evil.
on that doctrine, do you think this dog is gonna go away, gain class levels, become awakened, come back, and fucking level Sandpoint with its righteous
Is
dog
it?
spells?
No,
Is
but
it
when
a
it goes
will?
home,
English speaking
when it
dog?
goes home without its owner, bloodied, the others that its owner is with potentially will come looking for what
It's-
ended up happening.
It's
Potentially,
an
leveling the
ogre. It's
town.
an ogre's dog. It'll probably assume that either the other dogs all ate the ogre or the ogre ate the dogs. Dog's all covered in blood. They'll probably eat it.
No, just stab it with your sword.
Yes, stab it and be done with it.
Blow it up with a stick of dynamite.
And we're having a moral
literally, that's-
quandary over a dog.
Yeah, no, Gideon will go over and put it out of its misery.
Okay, so it is frightened.
So for me, that's a roll of 24.
That hits it.
And like a minimum damage of 10.
Minimum damage of 14, actually.
Fuck you.
24.
It is dead. You slice right through it.
I hope you can live with yourself now, you sick, sick bastard. I couldn't stay angry. I wanted to stay angry when I said that, but I couldn't do it.
Nope, don't feel bad. That's
Don't care.
And then, given what's going on there back at the cart, Gideon will use the rest of his movement to start making his way that way, which should be to here again.
Okay.
And he'll just say to everybody,
So what we're
"You
going
handle
to-
this. I'm heading back to the cot. Make sure everything's okay."
I'll
Okay.
go through the ogre shit.
All right. So, I need to take a break for just a minute and let you guys decide what's going to happen because we're going to kind of cinematically handle the whole troll situation. So yeah, we'll be right back.
Well,
Well, I wanna. I'm gonna step out of the tree, and I'm gonna go through the troll's belongings, and then we can go back to the wagon. That's really all I want to do. I just want to skim through his pockets.
Gideon's based upon he likely hearing things and what have you, gonna make a beeline for whatever's going
Ah,
on.
that'll be fine. We got 3 wizards.
Hey.
His comment to that would be, yes, well, we've got Wayko, who, while very potent in his own right, action is not necessarily his forte, and yeah.
And then there are the obvious problems with the other 2. They still want to go through his pockets.
yeah.
No, that's fine. You and
don't
take
think
care
he
of the
has
cat, and
pockets.
everything. Take care of the loot. Take care of the cat. Gideon will.
The
every
burlap
turn.
sacks sewn to his belt. Then
The loincloth.
Emmy's pretty mad at Gideon, but she's probably just going to ignore him as he goes by, sort of give him a cold shoulder.
I thought it was great. I would have bitched on Gideon if he let the dog get away.
just a dog.
All right.
No. it's
Just
not
can't
a dog.
win, Gideon.
It's not just a dog.
I thought it was.
No, I
This is
mean,
how-
I mean on the concept of killing it. It's just a dog.
Oh yes.
It
Yeah.
tried to kill us first. It made its choice.
It tried,
And plus,
it
if
tried to
it's a
kill us
hunting dog-
first, dear. It was tit for tat.
if it's a hunting dog, it knows where its home base is. Will go there ownerless, and it will not end well.
The chief will look at it and take one big sniff and go, "Adventurer."
Also, Gideon just finished what I started. You know, with an explosive.
I think it's pretty gross how much you guys love murdering innocent puppy dogs.
That's not innocent. It tried to kill us.
You tried to kill it.
Specifically me. It specifically tried to murder the most holy thing on that battlefield. The most goodly and holy thing.
No, this is where the hubris kicks in. This is where the hubris kicks in. I'm a paladin and I'm better than everyone else.
It specifically tried to kill the creature that killed its owner in one hit.
It was trying to run away, though.
Like, technically, you guys are in the wrong. He was just hunting, got his prey, and then you just came up and stabbed him.
No, he said he was going to eat us. He distinctly looked at us and said, "Oh, more food." No one fucking tries to arrest the.
Maybe he meant like more food, as in I'll need more food for the delightful feast that I'm gonna organize with these new friends.
Yes.
Well, then he should articulate that thought
Clearly.
more clearly.
He didn't
definitely
get the
should
chance, though, did he?
Well, maybe if this ogre troll was hooked on phonics, this wouldn't have happened. God damn it.
Get them hooked on phonics, man. All right. Get 'em
For me.
hooked on common. Hooked on common. All right. So, cinematically, we're going to handle what happens with the troll. Because as far as Mazus is concerned, he's just driving off, going off, doing his thing. And
Bygone.
He's gonna slow down, like, significantly, but he's gonna keep a slow pace.
Okie dokie. So I need to have Gideon and Meg roll. It's basically a challenge. 3 attack rolls from each of them.
At highest BAB?
Yeah.
Okay. So Gideon is basically always running power attack these days. So first one was a 23, second one was a 26, third one is a 20 for Meg. The first one, and just basically her bites, I guess, which should have her best BAB bonus. First one is a 16, second one is a 10, and third one is a 23.
Okay. You guys seem to make short order of this troll, and roll me a knowledge nature check from yourself and from Meg.
Sure. Neither one of us are trained, so 10 for one and 5 for the other.
Okay. You heard a troll, and you saw it regenerating when you were attacking it, but you don't know what that's all about. But hey, you've killed the troll. It's in several pieces.
It's gonna grow back.
Oh, I know. Player Greg knows this. Player Greg had a very hard time saying not turning my weapon into a flaming weapon for this battle, but player Greg held off.
I don't know. Meg might eat it though.
So
Meg does
in that
eat
case,
some of it.
with
Of
the
this
stomach
large
acid,
creature,
Yeah, it would be acid.
of this large creature, about 6 to 8 pieces are left.
Meg, very highly suggested the head.
Head? I can't fit that in my gullet. You'll have to chop it up.
Gross.
Ooh,
Use the troll
look at that.
stone.
Its eye grew back. Its eye grew back. If we keep it, will its eye keep growing back?
I'm not certain. Perhaps Mazus would know better.
She jabs her beak hard into it and says, I'll go ask him.
Please do.
Prances off.
And Gideon will stand guard over the thing, trying to make sure it doesn't completely grow back, and, I don't know.
Well, he has to fly after Mazus, because he's leaving everybody.
Apparently.
Guys,
Yeah, we're like a solid distance away now. The wagon can
It's
go much
like-
faster now that it's not full of idiots.
No, it's
So,
not full of useful
we will
things
come
either.
back.
How many people have you put to
Hey,
sleep?
Aaron is very useful.
Put to sleep forever. Quite a few.
How very useful of you.
So,
They don't wake up when they fall in the river.
all right.
Maybe
so,
I'm a pacifist.
It's like Mazus. It's like Wayko doesn't know this about himself until he reasons it out.
Well, maybe he's got some growing left to do. He's never been this far from the shore, so
No.
pacifism.
It's him rebelling against his mother.
Yeah, she just wanted me to eat children all day. I want to eat grown-ups too, maybe.
Yeah, Mom. What about monstrous humanoids? Those taste good too.
I could eat anything, but I won't murder them because murder's wrong.
I'll just eat them while they're asleep.
I'll just cannibalize them while they sleep. Yes.
I'm not gonna kill him, Mom. Sheesh. God.
Just want to taste. Them's apocalypse rules.
I'm just gonna cut their limbs off and leave them stumps. They'll still be alive.
Anyway, Wayko encourages Mazus to keep going forward at full speed.
No, we're doing this to make a point. We're not gonna race away from them.
Well, then we should keep making the point.
We are making. We're not going full speed though.
No, we're just teetering along one square faster than any of them can walk.
We'll have to jog to get.
All right, what's in that troll's pants?
Well,
Other than his junk.
A club.
One fat dookie.
Wow, I've never seen a
Sure.
green fire extinguisher before. That's not a fire extinguisher.
How Magpie would know what a fire extinguisher is, I don't know.
It's very advanced
Wow,
Gen
is
Shaw
that-
things.
Wow, I heard the fire people had hoses, but that's a ridiculous thing.
All
Ogre
right.
size.
Nahkräs was letting the cat free.
That's right.
Yeah, Emmy
Alright.
will
So,
stand nearby and sort of. She doesn't want to get too close, but she's helping in her own way, emotional support.
Classic.
And they're in
I'll go right up.
okay.
And he's probably
So,
like
Nahkräs
right
goes up
about
to the-
there.
The cat remains still and sitting while you're doing what you're doing, and it does not seem to fight you or anything like that. It just lets you open it up and it pulls its leg out, and it's like, please, must go to master, must go, come. And she kind of grabs your cloak, your clothes, and starts to pull you.
Okay, yeah, I'll follow it. Much to the
Okay.
chagrin of everyone else, I'm sure.
Emmy will follow along.
The party. Yeah, this is gonna.
You have no idea.
This is gonna
this-
end so
Hmm.
well.
Okay. But she kind of pulls you and and she kind of looks around and says, "Others, bring others, more, bring them. Must
I
save
will.
master."
Look at Emmy and ask Emmy to ask everybody else as I start like looking around for what this cat is talking about.
All right, Emmy will go and gather up anyone who's left in the area, which I guess is just Magpie. Not sure where everyone else went.
Well, I said I was going back to the cart to make sure everything was okay because. of
Yeah,
what
but we don't know where the
said.
cart went.
Yeah.
No, it should be in the same area that it was before. Should
Yeah.
be is the
500,
operative word. You don't know it's
600
moved.
feet.
Yeah, true.
You know,
You,
where we
you don't know
parked
it's
it.
moved.
So she will get Magpie. About how far away are we from where the cart was in minutes, like walking time?
For you, like 5 minutes. You're there because you can.
5
do
minutes?
it.
What about? Well, she's taking Magpie along, so probably a bit longer.
What does the ogre have on him?
Magpie's looting. He doesn't care. He's like, "Oh yeah, dear, go ahead."
3 times I've asked.
No, she'll help him finish up. It is important work. This wouldn't have been an easy fight without Gideon. So
I mean, the time
Yeah,
must have
yeah,
passed while they
yeah.
were letting their cat out.
All right, fine. Loot before story. Sheesh.
You just
just-
want us to forget that loot is there.
All right. So you see the spear itself seems to be better made than you would think an ogre would handle, but it does have a spear, that is two-handed for you guys, for a medium
size?
creature. No, it's medium size, but he was using it with one hand.
Ah, okay.
You see the bracelet he's wearing is weird. It's more like a belt, so that looks interesting. He also seems to have his favorite blanket, which is, as you look at it,
I can tell it's his favorite because there's a sticky note on it that says "My safety."
this is my safe space.
It's my security blanket.
It appears to be a blanket when you first look at it, is why you say blanket. But then as you open it up, it has it appears to be a ratty, flea-infested flag decorated with several black arrow insignia. It's actually thicker than a flag, excuse me, but it seems to be decorated with several black arrow insignias. By that I mean insignia patches they would have on their, like on an armband or on a sash or something.
Kill count, my guess.
And is the spear the bracelet, belt, and the flag everything?
That's everything you see. Yes, that's what he seems to have on him. He's probably just going out to grab what was in the trap, but you get the feeling that there's more where he came from type thing. He got these insignias somewhere.
Yeah, he must have come from somewhere, and if he's wearing black arrow insignias on his body, they pretty probably came from the fort. Okay, I'm gonna wrap everything up in the flag, stuff it in a bag, and then go with Emmy.
She is returning to where the cart was, and she's got message going to Nahkräs. Nahkräs. I don't know if it's Nahkräs or Nahkräs.
The first one.
That up. Nahkräs. Okay.
Close enough.
Nahkräs?
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah.
You talk to Tommy's PC. Okay.
You
she
probably see Gideon right there with the troll at his feet.
Yeah, just finishing it off. Meg prancing away with the troll head.
She will sort of warn him, assuming Magpie sort of shares the stuff he found, that there's more where this guy came from. And he's got a bunch of black arrow insignia patches sewn to something.
Well, I've got a pretty decent wisdom score.
They probably, if he has these things on him, he must have taken them from the fort, and I don't think they just would have let him walk away with it.
Logical. Let me make a quick survival check and see what's come through here. 23.
Quickly, Colin, make a nature check to see if you need to burn the body.
So,
Would a nature check
You
even
go-
do that? Oh, for the troll. I thought you meant the ogre.
You don't have to burn the ogre.
okay.
Yeah.
The troll, yes.
Okay.
The survival check lets you see that this had been fairly well covered up, but the trap, after you find the trap, you're like, oh yeah, I can see here where the ogres laid it. I can see here where it came in. And you do see more than one set of ogre prints. His feet don't seem to match up with both sets of prints you see here.
Okay. I guess also I'd like to ask the cat where its master is and what happened and all that kind of stuff.
It kind of relays as best it can in kind of simple cat terms. The cats aren't dumb. They just have a hard time relaying humanoid concepts. So they say, yeah, her master taken. Ogres have him and friends. Ogres have them, took them from fort. Ogres have them, took them from stony place, she would say. Must save master.
Alrighty. I will relay all that information to the rest of the party. Like, not as the cat said it, but like parse it out as like the fort's been taken by probably ogres and stuff.
Yeah. Emi will inform Gideon of this and also ask Nahkräs why the ogre keeps growing back. Or not the troll.
Oh, you mean there's a troll? Hold on. Knowledge nature is I think I actually get a 10 as well. Yeah. Fortunately, you cannot critically fail skill checks. 1 + 9 is 10.
I guess we'll just have to leave it here.
Well, I think at that
About
point in
this
time, Meg's
time-
probably arrived at the cart.
Meg arrives at the cart, and she kind of plops this decapitated troll head down in the back of Mazus's cart, and right at Aaron's feet, and says, "Look what I did!"
It's closed, by the way.
Yeah.
It's like an actual wagon, like old timey wagon.
Yeah, I know,
looking
but
thing.
Aaron had it open so that she could see what was going on behind.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
she wasn't gonna just let. She could still see, so she was like, no, no. Oh, go Gideon. Oh. And she looks at Meg and she goes, "Oh, good girl, Meg. I wanted one of these.
That is frightening and concerning.
Did you burn the rest?"
No! Why?
Oh, it needs burned, baby dear. Just go ahead and go burn it. I'll take care of this, all right?
Why? Food!
Oh, don't worry. You can have some of it.
Flies back. It's dead! And she'll probably yell at Mazus. For opener!
Yes, she would also relay, burn the rest of it, type thing.
Okay. I'll get my...
Aaron rummages around.
Do you have
in the
anything
back
to
of the
burn it
cart,
with? Do you?
looking for a container.
Who has something to burn this with?
Emmy has
I've got-
a spell.
Yes.
She's got a spell, but that's
Didn't you have a wand of some description?
out of charges already.
Well,
Nahkräs will go
fuck.
and spark it all.
Yeah, I was just checking to see if Emmy had spark, but she does not. Her only fire spell is a level 2 spell, so not too keen on using that if we can find another way to do it,
Well,
especially with danger in
I've
the
got
area.
flint. I've got steel and flint. Build a torch.
This high magic setting and party has no way to make fire
on, man.
on a
I mean, you could.
Yeah,
just,
I can cast some spark
ever-burning
on it, so-
torches. I have.
I can cast spark, but I would much rather do the Algonquin thing and get like a bow and tie the string around the stick and go like stick like that, and the stick's like it's bitching. Plus, then I don't have to use spark.
But isn't the cross like even close to us? Like I thought he was off following the cat.
I mean, I'm not gonna just dip out if the cat is saying actively like bring friends.
Okay.
And now we
Yeah,
know
cat
it's
doesn't
not
wanna
just
go
like
back
go
in.
around the corner. There's some more stuff.
Gather
No,
your
it's
party before
where we're
venturing
going.
forward.
Yeah,
That's basically what the cat's saying.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
So just for sake of argument, we burn the troll.
We find a way.
Gross.
find a way. Smells
Even if I got-
horrible.
If I gotta get sticks and flint and all that, I will do it.
We just turn him
I
into
always
a big
imagine
old
burning
bonfire.
troll sounds like hot rubber, or smells like
Yeah.
hot rubber.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like if
some
we were
rubber.
concerned about the friggin' dog letting everyone know we're here, everyone downwind knows we're here. What is that? Oh,
Oh, it smells like a tire fire.
jeez.
Damn
because
you,
they know what tire
Homer.
fires are.
It could.
All right, so that's what you kind of have happen. We are at 8:30 almost, so we're going to wrap this up. You guys find out, yes, that it's up to you whether you stop now that you're finding out that the fort is compromised. The cat relays to you that her master calls her something. She can't pronounce it because cat vocals, but
Well, fortunately for her,
it's
Nahkräs
not
is a
fun.
green faith druid and doesn't anthropomorphize animals, so just calls her cat.
Awesome.
Even though he has access to the spell anthropomorphic animal.
But why would he know bad spell? I don't get enough for that shenanigans. Oh, look, that cat's walking upright, but I'm being useless to the party.
I was gonna say the spell anthropomorphic animal seems like it's like a hard press to find a use for that beyond just being weird.
Yeah, I think you'd also need access to like awaken.
Mhm.
It's like you come and visit the druid's house and like a full upright elk comes out of the shower with a towel around his waist. He's like, who's this?
an elf comes out of a-
Sorry there, but Rocky's not here right now, man.
Thanks, Moose.
Fucking Wayko.
Yeah, a full-on deer, like from that deer from Adventure Time.
Oh, the one who takes his hooves off.
Oh, dude, that guy freaks me out. Freaky little hands.
There you go. So
Now for
You guys
something you
find out
really
that-
enjoy.
yeah, you find those things out. You find that they're holding some black arrows, and that she's the leader of the black arrows is her master. She says master in the same way that she would say pack leader for Nahkräs. That's how he would understand it, but it would be leader or master in that way. And yeah, that there's several ogres there. She's not good with numbers. Numbers don't mean anything to her, so she says some, or there are some. There's more than one, so there's some type thing. And then Erin's in the back trying to finding a glass container to put the head of this troll in so that she can keep it for study. She's surprisingly well outfitted.
Well, she has
Yeah,
all of
6,000
Mazus's
gold.
gear to go through.
And 6,000 gold to herself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised
Whatever
she
she
didn't
makes
her own. Yeah, basically. I'm surprised.
why didn't she have her own wagon attached to this wagon?
Why pay for something that you don't have to?
She doesn't have to buy her own equipment either. She can just use Mazus's.
Well, my vote is to see what's going on where this master is, and see what we can learn about from these black arrows, assuming they're still alive.
Well, we were going there anyways.
Well, because apparently, I'm not sure if this is the fort or where is she? This trying to lead us? Is it to the fort or is this away from the fort?
Mm-mm. She wants to lead you back into the woods, away from. It's not up all the way towards the fort.
This is the Kriegwood.
Yes, she wants to lead you somewhere into the Kriegwood.
Well, if there are living black arrows here somewhere in the forest, I
Could be
suppose
worse.
it's more important to save them than it is to retake the building.
Well, we could at least learn what's going on.
Yeah, I'll follow the cat like deeper into the woods. Does it look like we're going in like the general direction at least of the fort?
It kind of goes parallel and then to the, let me see, probably the east,
Because the
based
woods
upon the
go
map.
northwest from the...
Yeah, I forgot we had a map. Well, it's not like we're going really far away from it. I guess we could be. What direction
mean,
are we going with the cat?
She could lead us up into the mountains, or wherever this pass here is through the mountains.
Yeah.
She seems to be leading you towards where that D is. She's kind of leading you that way,
Like here.
not to the D of Kriegwood. It won't ping on it.
Why is this cat trying to give us the D?
No, she wants to
Adam, don't excite your own cat.
Adam's.
The dog's bad enough.
So the question is, do we have to leave the wagon, or can we traverse the terrain with it?
You know you would eventually have to leave the wagon because the trail gets too rough.
Well, Erin and Meg would stay with it?
Yeah, I'd probably have Meg guard it and be able to get a hold of us should something go down.
Yeah, and if we
And
don't
of
come
course-
back, or...
Protect Aaron. Yeah?
Protect Aaron, protect the cart. That's
Yeah,
kind of
we're
the
not-
Iondain thing. Protect.
However much food there is left in
And
the cart, like, if we're not back in a day, just go back to town. If we're not
One
back in
day.
another day after that, go back to Sandpoint. If we're not back in Sandpoint in a week, hire some more adventurers.
Start anew.
Aaron's just like, this could be my cart?
Oh, don't worry. I've made a contingency plan for all of your deaths.
He had like 6,740 gold. Buy as many wagons as she wants.
But why pay for it when it's
She is
free?
rich. Yeah. Why pay for it when it's free? And she doesn't have to stay with Mazus now.
No, not even a little
If
bit.
she really wanted to,
She could buy her own
could
house.
leave.
But she probably knows that there's more money coming her way staying with him. Probably.
Exactly. And who else would he leave his great eventual empire that she's building, making sure is happening? Who else would it be left to but his adopted daughter? Surely he'd leave it to his apprentice.
A daughter.
All right.
Right.
But that's kind of the developments. You guys can kind of discuss over the week how you want to approach this and stuff. Is there anything we need to cover before we go?
Just if we decided we're going into the woods after this cat, I'm going to scout with Nahkräs, so I guess he and I will be up front. 'Cause I think
Works for me.
you and I have the best stealth.
Yeah.
And Wayko will remain with the cart because things seem to work out for him when he just stays in the cart.
Oh, splitting the party a bit more.
Well, that and
Wayko
Wayko has
stays
a
with the
bunch of term
NPCs.
papers to me.
Okay.
Well, I
Okie
guess
dokie.
Mazus will have to bitch to himself then about walking in the snow.
Oh,
Classic Mazus.
oh, mazes.
You do care. Shut up.
It's so cold and wet.
All right, he'll go with mazes, but we'll worry about that next time.
Okay.
Double
All
kick
right.
me just to
Well-
quickly praise the items. I mean, what?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mazes, can you,
I was about to-
is there anything special about these? We took them off the ogre before Gideon beheaded him.
They do carry a certain particular scent to it.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just ogre jank.
And Gideon will just, snap his fingers and he's all clean and pristine again.
You know what? I don't think the Black Diamond Service is gonna get that smell out, man.
Every
you've
time
been
he
watching-
does that, you hear like a phrase from the Iomedean church pop up. It just kind of sounds.
Make sure you
fresh.
always wipe your doorknobs.
And so I guess somebody else was watching Hitman's Bodyguard earlier today. Black Diamond, what?
Yeah, I love that movie.
Yep.
Samuel L. Jackson
Okay.
and Ryan Reynolds should do more films together.
So, items, yes. Let's stay on track so we can log off and do our thing.
We will say you guys have enough time. You guys are taking enough time to plan some stuff out. You can take a 20 on it. So you're just kind of looking it over and stuff, taking the 20.
Got a 20.
Huh?
Take 10.
I got a 20 to take one.
Crit
Oh, you got
identify.
a 20. So that means that you know the stuffs that's happening with the things and the Mylimba bobbers.
You know where
So
they
it's a
were made, who
+1
made them, and
spear.
if they were sick when they did it.
It's a +1 spear, a better spear than you would expect for a ogre. Again, like he's gotten it somewhere. A belt of giant strength +2, and his favorite blanket.
Just the blanket.
He's just a blanket.
Well, it's a flag.
His favorite flag blanket. Does anybody want that belt?
Gideon has a
Probably.
belt +2 already, so it depends on if it's +2 giant strength belt or was it +2?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I would like
for
to
take
keep
one
it for my
if you
war
can.
cat.
I was either going to say that or for Meg, but if your Warcat can make more use of it, that's fine.
It just means I can use my animal focus on something else other than the strength buff. Like I already have it if Meg needs it more, but like it's just like it's something else I could do with my animal companion.
As of right now, you're probably going to get more use out of it with your Warcat.
Got it. Kitty has a belt
All right.
to match Kitty's
Loot can
cloak.
be divvied. Loot can be divvied off screen. Is there anything else you guys want to accomplish before we cut this thing down?
I got nothing.
Okay. Thank you, travelers, for coming by today. We hope you enjoyed a really short battle with a ogre and a slightly longer battle with some dogs.
Still took us
But-
3 hours.
Hey, it took us 3 hours because we were kind of goofing around and splitting the party and stuff. We were just talking about how we needed to stick to things and make sure we made it through Rise of the Runelords in a timely fashion. But no, we decided to go and split the party again and do that. I will say, for the viewers' benefit as well, that it was good that Tommy rolled a 1 on that amount of creatures because it could have been a 6, and there could have been 6 trolls come out of the river. And
Oh, we could have
attack
handled it.
the
We'd have been
wagon while you
fine.
guys were
Yeah,
gone.
it just would have taken 6
Uh,
rounds for Gideon to just procedurally decapitate them.
Yeah. Yep. All he's got to do is crit. That's all.
Omni
All
slash.
right. There you go. Thank you, travelers, for coming. We hope you enjoyed your time at the Interplanar Crossroads, and we'll return again. As always, have a great day. God bless and enjoy. Bye.
Bye.